Hi folks. So for those that have been following on my little adventure in the black log experiment, even though I should have gave it more time to cure, I've actually reassembled the guitar, and it's kinda been kinda what I was hoping for. But that's basically it. The gold hardware back on, so you can see the interesting little bit of way how it kind of gave it a kind of old look on the finish. You can see the tru-oil finishes and gloss on the headstock. While I don't think I have it very perfect, you know, you'd literally have to be up close to actually see any real difference in things. You can't see the wood grain. Well, you can see a little bit of the green coming through there, but you can see how it's nice and shiny. Again, as you can see, there's no back plate because the reality is these strings, you can just see it there, the bridge and the springs actually stick out because taking off the back veneer to get to the nice wood green, as you can kind of see here, is actually removed a bit of the height to the body. As for this for the neck plate, again, too much was removed and that edge is pretty much non-existent. Well, it's there, but it is missing. That's the nice and shiny reflectiveness of the tru-oil itself over the body. As for the hardware, the bridge went into place. Everything bolted up appropriately, but as you can see, the bit of brown wood showing there, that's how much of a gap was lost in the top of this. The veneer plus the, as I found out, it isn't a polyacrylic they actually use on these guitar bodies, but it's actually some type of it's a polyacrylic and not a polyurethane, my bad. And as you can see, it's left a gap there, and the polyacrylic plus the veneer has left that much of a gap in the between the neck and the body. When I remounted the neck back onto the body, I actually had to shim it because otherwise it was just pretty much straight flush with the bottom fret wire and it wouldn't play anything. So beyond that, you can actually see, since I have the light in the camera the right way, that is actually the wood contours in it. You can see there's a slight ding here above where the light is shining if you go up from it, up towards the neck. It's kind of hard to do this because I'm using this webcam, but this gives you an idea on what the tru-oil does actually bring out when you do actually have body grain to expose. This, in the end, ended up being total was about 12 layers. 12 layers, buffing at least after every second application. Another thing that is substantially different about this guitar, with the veneer removed off the front, is that there's actually a weight difference. I would have to guess you're talking maybe quarter to half of a pound is probably in less weight. I'd say the body is more probably around 4, maybe 3 pounds. 2.5, between 2.5 to 4 now. The neck actually feels a little bit more heavier. But again, like I said, the jack plate sticks out a bit here. But you can just see it when I tilt it there, how it's just a bit edged out. Rest of the jack plate lines up. Also, the note too, I did actually go ahead and I did dye the rosewood fretboard with the salmon black dye, which to me gives it more of a older ebony slash kind of older rosewood kind of style to it. I had a hell of a time putting the pick guard back into place and getting everything back up to tune, but it does actually work, and it is playable. And as much as maybe I've pooched the body a little bit, it still turned out nice, and it's been a good little experiment to understand what customizing and modding a guitar yourself could do. At least the good thing about this is I haven't really ruined the neck, pretty much. If anything, it's only the body, and simply surely because I've probably, if I have to guess, between the back veneer being gone and the front so far, you're talking probably maybe a centimeter of material has actually been gone off this body. So I'm probably keeping this how it is. My other options are now to correct the body and put it back into a proper, I guess, a proper playing state, or a proper guitar than what it currently is out of whack with the thinned out body, which still feels pretty nice. Having the lighter body to play on is either going the way of paying the $170 plus tax for a black vintage Fender legal Fender body, as I had mentioned before on one of my previous videos, which actually, if you look in the actual guitar body that they sell for the vintage lower end models and their higher end models, everything's done in place here. The only place that they don't have screw holes is in the jack plate mounting part here, and around the pick guard. Everything's pre-drilled for the vintage bridges and for to bolt the neck up. And here, and on the front here as well, they do have a little authentic Fender product logo as well too. So that would be about 100. I'm venturing with tax in Canada to be close to 200 bucks. And it would just be just a regular black finish, like how this body previously was. My other option would be, of course, as many as say the dreaded guitar fetish body parts, which I would probably be looking then at probably a unfinished ash body and attempting to redo a very similar thing to this, and doing the black wood dye over the body, and then going probably tru-oil again. But I have to say, there is one kind of bit of a drawback again from using the tru-oil. I'm not sure if it's necessarily because it's cured or not, but you can see here in the process of me putting it back together, I dinged it. I don't know how. I don't know if that's a screwdriver mark or if that's a hammer mark, but the finish is soft enough that it will leave marks in it, which kind of is cool or whatever. I don't know if I want to throw the body out. If anyone's actually interested in buying the body, if I do actually do the body swap, do let me know. I can figure some way to take the funds through PayPal and ship it to you. Otherwise, that's Project Blacklog. Hope you enjoyed it, and a little bit of a playing to come shortly. Bye for now.